The renter's insurance market is changing faster than most insurers realize. Today, consumers aren't just searching for renter's insurance quotes. They're asking AI systems questions like, who has the best renter's insurance? Or, what's the cheapest renter's insurance company in my state? Increasingly, AI is deciding which brands make the shortlist before the customer ever visits a website. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, founder and CEO of CiteWorks Studio. At CiteWorks Studio, we study how brands show up across Google, AI answers, and the public sources buyers trust before making decisions, and how that visibility turns into credible citations, comparisons, and recommendations. The biggest shift in renters insurance isn't pricing, it's discovery. For years, renters insurance buyers relied on search engines, comparison sites, and referrals. But AI platforms are now compressing hundreds of options into a handful of recommendations. The result is that renters insurance has become an AI-shaped comparison market. Instead of reviewing dozens of providers, consumers receive a curated shortlist generated by AI systems. That changes how winners and losers emerge in the category. The key question is no longer whether your brand is visible. The key question is whether your brand is recommended. The 2026 AI Market Discovery Index shows that recommendation power in renters insurance is concentrated among a small group of brands. State Farm holds the strongest broad market recommendation footprint. AI systems consistently frame State Farm around trust, reliability, financial strength, and broad availability. Lemonade occupies a different position. Lemonade dominates the digital-first and affordability narrative. Across renters' insurance discovery prompts, AI systems frequently describe Lemonade as fast, affordable, online-first, and easy to set up. Together, these two companies dominate high-demand renters insurance prompts where consumers ask broad questions such as best renters insurance or top renters insurance providers. That matters because broad discovery prompts are where shortlists are created. One of the most important findings from the renters insurance benchmark is the distinction between visibility and recommendation placement. A brand can appear in an AI-generated answer and still lose. Why? Because mentions are not recommendations. AI systems may reference a company as a comparison source, quote, tool, or factual example without actually positioning that company as a top choice. This creates a new competitive reality. Brands must understand not only where they appear, but how they are framed. Are they presented as affordable? Are they positioned as trustworthy? Are they ranked in the top 3, or are they simply being mentioned? For renters insurance providers, recommendation stage visibility is becoming more important than raw visibility alone. The benchmark also highlights another major trend. AI recommendations for renters insurance are heavily influenced by third-party sources. Sites such as NerdWallet, Forbes Advisor, MoneyGeek, Insurance.com, and similar comparison platforms repeatedly shape the recommendation field. This is what CiteWorks Studio refers to as citation architecture, the network of public sources that influence how AI systems understand and describe a brand. State Farm and Lemonade benefit from strong citation support because they are consistently validated across trusted review environments. Meanwhile, emerging renters insurance providers face a different challenge. AI systems need stronger evidence explaining not only that these companies exist, but why they should be recommended in specific buying scenarios. The lesson is simple. AI isn't reading your website alone. AI is reading the entire public evidence layer around your brand. Here's what leadership teams in renters insurance should be watching. First, track recommendation placement, not just search rankings. Second, understand how your brand performs in local prompts where geography influences purchasing decisions. Third, strengthen your citation footprint across trusted review, comparison, and editorial sources. Finally, monitor the prompt clusters where buyers actually make decisions: pricing, comparisons, local availability, and best provider searches. These are the moments where AI-generated shortlists are being formed. The real takeaway is that renters insurance is becoming an AI-mediated shortlist market. State Farm and Lemonade currently hold the strongest recommendation positions, but the larger lesson applies to every brand in the category. In an AI-driven world, being visible isn't enough. Your brand must be trusted, validated, and recommended, because increasingly, AI is helping consumers decide which renter's insurance company deserves a place on the short list before the buying journey even begins.